I know first-time traveler was so long ago for you, but there's some first-time travelers out there. Are there any recommendations that you would have for them?
Yeah, definitely. Don't overload your schedule by planning. First of all, planning everything to the minute detail, don't bother. Because, you might get to a place and you might not like it. And you're free to leave, go somewhere. And also feel free to just sit down in a coffee shop, outside, inside, terrace, whatever, and just enjoy. And some of my best memories in some places were not when museums or taking pictures of monuments. It was just when I happened to be sitting down in an outside cafe, drinking something or eating a cake, and just looking at people and listening and talking to people. That you have to give yourself downtime and understand that, you know what, you don't have to take pictures of every monument in Paris. I mean, Parisians don't even do that, and we see it all the time. Give yourself the opportunity to absorb the place. And if what you feel is best for you is to sit in that cafe for 3 hours, do it. Don't think just because your guidebook has 50 must-sees in whatever city that you have to go through. Your experience is your experience. Right.
That is excellent advice because a lot of people, they think that everything has to be planned out, like you said, every day. Oh, we've got to go see this, we've got to go do that because the book says, and I think people miss a lot of what's really going on and the enjoyment that they could have because when they come back, they're more tired than when they left because they rushed around their whole the whole time trying to see all of this. And they're exhausted. They've got a lot of pictures of monuments, but they're exhausted. So that's an excellent idea. Anything else for first-time travelers?
I think realize that you probably won't need all the clothes that you bring, and you might need more money than you thought of. I mean, just depends. But definitely, Americans are known for bringing a lot of stuff when they travel. The reality is, you most likely won't wear it. You can, unless you're traveling in the summer and you're walking all the time, you most likely could wear your shirt twice. Remember, you could wash stuff, and have it dry overnight. There are laundry facilities, so you don't have to bring most likely won't need as many clothes.
Right. Okay. So tell us then. You were talking about cafe earlier and sitting out. What's a good way to save money on food?
I think something is important is to bring snack food. And everyone has the snacks. For some people, they could be fine munching on trail mix throughout the day or bananas or apples or whatever, or yogurt. So if you know that you have a pretty big day ahead of you and you don't want to stop and have a big meal, just go to the nearest grocery store or greengrocer or whatever and buy yourself some yogurt. Get some, plastic forks or spoons or whatever you need for what you're going to eat, and some snacks and some water, and that can be your food, and you can buy things in local markets. Usually any restaurant that has a multi-language menu is probably geared towards tourists. It's probably more expensive, and the quality of the food is probably not as good. And something that's important is actually to bring water bottles, because if you're traveling in Europe, you can pay almost like €2, which is like almost $3 for half a liter of water. That gets expensive after a while, especially in the summer when you're hot. So I would just bring a water bottle, and you just refill it different places you go. Also, something that's really important is to buy one of these little coil water heater things. You can get them in most travel stores, and some other stores carry them as well, immersion coil heaters. And then you can just make tea or coffee or boil water for ramen. You can even make boiled egg if you want while you're traveling. And that's really important because you save money, because every time you buy coffee or tea, it's expensive. Add up. The little things add up.
Right, definitely. Especially, like you said, who would think you would almost pay $3 for a liter of water? But that's the way it is. So that's why sometimes you need more money than you thought, or different things like that. Now, Suzanne, tell us how we can find you on the web.
Yeah. So my website is createyourworldbooks.com, and the name of my book on travel is called Travel Happy, Budget Low. And I also have another book on how to learn foreign languages using music in the media, and it's called Language is Music. So you can look it up under travelhappybudgetlow.com. You can put in languageismusic.com. And the books are available on my website and also on Amazon and other websites online for books.
Great. And what I will do, if it's okay with you, is on my BAM One Travel website, I will also put a link. I have some links on my website, and I have a section just for my Blog Talk Radio guests. And I'll put a link on there as well so that if they can't remember createyourworldbooks.com, then they can just go to my website, click on my links, and it'll still get them there.
Excellent. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Suzanne, thank you so much for all of our budget travel information, and we look forward to maybe having you on the show again to expound some more about budget travel.
I would love that. Thank you for having me.
It was great. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Going somewhere? BAM One Travel is the place to call, 704-294-9150 or 1-800-268-9008. Until next time, I'm Brenda McMillan, and let's get going.